Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on months of the year. At some stage during grade 2 or year 2, students should know all the months of the year in order. I've listed the 12 months here in order, so have a look at them at your leisure and make sure you can recite them. The 12 months of the year are sometimes written in the short format. So, for example, January can be written as JAN, February can be written as FEB, and so on. Students are expected to know and recognise these. So they're quite straightforward because most of them have the first 3 or 4 letters of the month, so they're very easy to recognise. Not all months have the same number of days. We'll have a look at this on the next slide in a moment. There are 4 seasons in a year. So remembering if there are 12 months in the year, and each year has 4 seasons, and each season has the same number of months, you should be able to work out how many months there are for each season. Now, spring is normally when you get new shoots and buds forming, and beautiful new blossoms on trees and plants. Summer, that comes after spring, and that's when it's quite warm. Autumn comes after summer, that's when the leaves change colour and they normally drop off the trees. And winter comes after autumn, and that's normally very cold in winter. It was mentioned earlier that not all months have the same number of days. The following helps us to remember how many days there are in each month. This is a very popular rhyme that's used all over the world, and it's a great way of remembering how many days there are in each month. 30 days has September, April, June and November. All the rest have 31, except February alone, which has 28 days clear and 29 each leap year. Some typical questions. Now, I've got some questions for you on the next slide, and this one, of course, so there are 14 questions altogether. So I will be writing the answers for you on these lines, as I always do, and the answers will appear at the end of the video. So I'll quickly go through them, and you can pause the video at any time to answer them at your leisure and write the answers on a sheet of paper. How many months are there in one year? How many seasons are there in one year? How many months are there in one season? Which season is the warmest? Which season is the coldest? So I'll go to the next slide now, which has more questions. In which season do we get new buds and leaves on trees? In which season do plants shed their leaves? What month comes after March? What month comes before June? What season comes after summer? What are the 2 warmest months? What are the 2 coolest months? In what month is Christmas? What month occurs 3 months after March? So you answer those 14 questions at your leisure on a sheet of paper. I will have the answers for you on these lines, so in 5 seconds I'll go to the answers. So here is the first sheet with answers. So these are the answers to the first 5 questions. And very shortly I'll go to the next slide, which has the remaining answers. So here we go to the next slide. And they are the answers to the 14 questions. And remember, you're in total control. Pause the video whenever you want for as long as you want to give you a chance to answer the questions and to check your answers. Though this has been a good video, of course it's given you some practice in the months of the year, and also we've looked at the seasons.